Well, something a little different today. Walking down this creek here in western New York. Now there's Indian sites along the creek here. Not particularly where I am right now, but downstream a little farther. But right now I'm out looking for stone to nap. And do the same thing they did thousands of years ago. And walk along this creek bank and find flint, chert, and if I find a piece, I'll show you what I'm talking about. There's an ancient Indian shovel. Yep, it's pretty old, probably thousands of years. Now there is an Indian site up here along the bank, but this has kind of been disturbed over last 150 years or so, and this has all changed. So, but you never know what we're going to find. But you know, I like to think about this or talk about this. At that site is actually upstream that we're digging, the archaic site, and I have a theory about the flint that they brought up to nap. Now, starting to nap flint really this year, I've come to the conclusion that the flint that they brought to the camp was gathered, I'm guessing, by kids. They would send the younger kids down to the creek and riverbeds and look for the flint and have them bring it up to be napped. I've came to that conclusion because a lot of the stuff we're finding, even the stuff I found piled up in a little cache kinda, a lot of it's garbage flint, and a lot of what we're finding is big pieces of stuff that's been flaked off, big chunks of garbage. And you know, starting flint napping and thinking about it, if you're coming down here to the creek to gather flint to nap on, you know, I've been walking, probably since I got down here under the bridge, 300 yards, and I've banged on maybe 5 pieces that have turned out to be junk. But you know, a lot of it's junk, and you know, very few of it's nappable, very little bit of it's nappable flint. So you're not going to bring a bunch of junk and carry it hundreds of yards or a mile back to camp. You're going to break it down there and bring back the good stuff. Or only bring back what you think for sure is good, not the junk. And it's a lot of extra weight. And they didn't have nice padded, you know, backpacks like I got on today. So what I'm thinking is either that, or you know, maybe as an adult I need some points made for my atlatl, and I'm not a good napper, or I don't know how, because I'm sure not every Indian knew how to nap. I'm positive of that. So I would bring you a bunch of flint, maybe 20 pieces of it, and maybe you can make me 2 points out of that, and you get to keep the good stuff that's left over as payment. You know there's going to be some bad stuff mixed in there, but you just take it all, and then as a napper, the napper can make a few points to trade for food or whatever he needs, and you get your 2 points or whatever made out of it. And that's how a lot of the junk flint ends up at the camp, because the napper's not going to go out and bring back a bunch of garbage, is how I see it. Just a theory. But man, what a beautiful fall day. Maybe I'll see some deer or something. But I'll get back at you if I find something interesting. I just picked up here big piece of flint. Take a whack at it and see if it's worth anything or not. Now you can see what I'm talking about. I took a few whacks off of it, and it's mostly limestone or something, and it's limestone, most of it. So it's junk, you know. There's not very little flint actually on it, very thin little bit out here. So it's nothing. On to the next. Come from, and maybe I can find a piece of flint. These big piles of gravel here. The town bulldozed these up out of the creek bed. I'm gonna look through them. Yeah, see this piece here. This piece here looks pretty good. I don't know if this is focused or not. I can't see my screen. On the outside, if it would focus. Well, anyway, when I hit it with a hammer, it just shattered into pieces. So, more junk.
This backyard, and hopefully a discovery or two here. We just peeled away the topsoil layer a couple inches down, and we're going to continue digging and excavating, and hopefully we'll come back to you with something good, some goodies.
All right. What are you doing, honey?
I'm digging out with a foot picker.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Chicken.
A chicken?
Alright, let's get to it.
Alright, check it out. We already found one flake. Right here. No. We got one flake. We just started. And my wife and I, she came out and we saw an awesome shooting star right through these trees. It was huge and bright and green, and just it was amazing. So maybe that's part of that September 23rd prediction. I don't know, we'll find out. It's one of the signs. End times is here. Well, I guess this might be the last time you hear from us. So we'll see what happens. If we find anything, we'll get back to you. Flake. What we got so far, got a broken big hunk off of a piece. That flake we found when we first started, a couple other flakes, and then just found this, and this is pretty neat. This is the outside of the natural surface of the stone, and this is the natural stone outside, and you can see the rounded side, and this is the outside of the stone, and this is rounded here, and this is the whole stone. And they took two flakes right off of there and made a little blade, just like that, out of that little tiny stone. And we found, what is it?
A little.
Remember?
What?
Horn coral.
A little horn coral.
A horn coral fossil. Pretty cool. Alright, if you find anything else, we'll get back at you. Wrap up. So, we just found some flakes. It's got a notch out of it like the other ones. It's not from us. Not sure if that's a notch tool or not. Just some flakes, nothing major tonight. Another piece of that red rock that I found that's broke up. But what we did do is make a little fire pit. And we're out here camping on the archaic camp. Making s'mores. How's that, honey?
Good.
Eric's toasting a marshmallow.
Roasting, not toasting.
Oh, roasting? Roasting a marshmallow. Alright, well thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.